your league is the men who will marry you.
Yes.
Not the men who will sleep with you.
Yep.
So women, when you sleep with attractive men, and if you let that go to your head, assuming that that's your league, that's about as ridiculous as like an average guy who's sub to a bunch of OF models and assumes that's his league. And I think women need to know where they stand looks-wise, because if you think you're a 10 and you're gunning for a certain caliber of man for long-term commitment, I think you're going to be let down.
I think women need to be able to accurately appraise themselves looks-wise.
Yeah.
But also in terms of like, what are they bringing to a relationship?
Yeah.
Are they argumentative? Can they cook? Are they sweet and feminine? Do they offer loyalty? Do they offer good support to a man, right? Because like a lot of women want...
Well, it's a partner.
Yeah, and a lot of women want
absolutely.
like the highest quality guy, but they're just frankly not the highest
Yeah,
quality
it works
partner.
both ways. Like women are always looking for a partner, and like I feel like men... Or sorry, wrong way. Like men are always looking for a partner, but then women aren't looking for that.
Grid One Motorsports donated $100.
Yo, thank you, man.
Honesty when evaluating yourself in the dating marketplace is a key to happiness. For men's status, earning potential and ability to provide is generally valued higher than looks. For women, the weight is on your looks, attitude, and purity.
Yeah, thank you, Grid One. Last thing on this, I think another thing that's related to this is typically when it comes to dating sex relationships. So for a woman to sleep with a guy, typically that guy needs to be at least physically attractive enough for her to be in a relationship with that man. Whereas it's kind of the reverse for men.
Yeah.
Men will sleep with women of a certain, looks level that they would never be in a relationship with. They'll sleep with her, but they will never be in a relationship with her. Whereas the reverse is for a woman to sleep with a guy, he typically has to be at least physically attractive enough for her to be in a relationship with him.
Yeah.
And typically they're going to break the rule the other way. Maybe they typically don't have casual sex, but they might break that rule for like a really fucking attractive guy. So that's the differential. Let me get caught up on a couple chats here because we're a little behind. Ladies, do you think that most modern women respect working class men? And do you think that most men respect women regardless of occupation?
Question.
So we'll go around the table. Do you think that most modern women respect working class men? And do you think that most men respect women regardless of occupation? Starting with you, and we'll go around the table. Go ahead.
I would say most men don't like respect certain jobs that women have. Like I would feel like a woman, like me,
Talking like
doing
OnlyFans.
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's just like, personal preference and like what they view.
Chase, I'm almost wondering if we... Do you think that most men respect women regardless of occupation, but excluding sex work? Because I think what he's perhaps trying to get at is most men will respect women when it comes to their romantic interest in them, regardless of her career success. I think that's what Bender's trying. Yeah, so...
I agree with you, Brian.
Because I'd say most, Do you think that most modern women respect working class men, and do you think that most men respect women regardless of occupation?
So who here thinks most men respect women regardless of occupation? You think most men respect women
excluding sex work? Yes.
Excluding sex work.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Okay, excluding sex work.
Sex work for sure.
But you recognize that many men don't respect sex work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Who here thinks that?
Absolutely.
Who here thinks most
Right on.
women respect working class men?
We'll go around the table. Starting with you, and we'll go around. Go ahead.
Do you think the average woman respects a working?
White top blonde, how do you
That's an
foresee
endorsement,
your
by the way.
relationships in the future affected by your career?
Here, we'll here
Let's get
actually
back.
answer that really quick, brief answer, and then we'll get back to the question. Go ahead.
I don't see there being any problem because he does OnlyFans with me. So
Well,
Are you guys going to stay together forever?
yes.
You are.
let's say
Yes, I'm marrying him.
hypothetically speaking, it doesn't work out. Do you anticipate that the fact that you have done the content that you've done, could it conceivably have an impact on future relationships?
No, because I was in that one and we had content together.
The current
And
one?
The
previous
Oh, there's a previous relationship?
The 9-year.
Oh, you were making content?
So I made content with him.
Oh.
And then when I was single, I was making content, with, you know,
Okay.
randoms.
Wait, did this guy propose to you? Your current boyfriend?
No, but like I know.
You guys have made a plan to
Yes,
get married?
yeah.
Okay.
We're serious.
Okay.
We share like bank accounts.
Wait,
Here.
but you know, God forbid the relationship doesn't work out. But if it didn't,
Yeah.
you don't think that other guys would have an issue with it?
I mean, I found him, and he didn't have an issue with it.
Not
so.
him though. Other
Oh,
guys.
Other guys? I mean, I would assume there's more of him out there, but like.
But
Do you
you think
think-
you'd have a difficult time?
Do you
It would
think?
probably take, yeah. There's like people like, I mean, I would tell a guy straight up, like on the first date, like this is what I do, and if they don't want to be involved, then
I think it might be for some of the guys who are not so much in favor of girls who do S work or OnlyFans. There may be some degree of cope about, oh, they're never gonna find a guy. Like I think, granted, and she's also very attractive. I think that there's a lot of guys that are just gonna overlook it, and it might not
Yeah,
lead
I mean-
to. It might not lead to like it could cause problems in the relationship. But much in the same way that people frequently get into relationships that are rife with conflict and
we've had
issues.
conflict with, like we've had discussions where we've
Yeah.
had to change.
But I think we
certain things.
underestimate the degree to which like there's
Oh,
a
I mean,
lot of
dude,
men
there's a
that,
ton of
plenty.
simps out there that would be so stoked to be with her, regardless of the OnlyFans. The question is, though, are those the kind of men that she would want?
Yeah, exactly.
There was this guy who paid like $10,000 just to have a hug with his like this girl on OnlyFans.
That is
That-
like the most insane level of simping
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
That's awesome.
kind of pathetic
What's his
behavior.
name?
is that
Yeah.
is,
It's completely bad.
but is that like a W? Like,
No.
For him.
for the girl, like in terms of
For the
I mean,
woman,
for the girl,
probably.
yeah, her bank
well,
account.
well, yeah, he's
It's
a trick.
10 grand.
He's a trick.
It was
He's
a
a mark.
hug. I mean, it was only a hug.
Yeah, but does the girl that he wanted a hug from, does she view him as a romantic prospect?
Absolutely
Probably
No, because she had a
Who
boyfriend.
cares?
They
way.
went on
10
a vacation
grand.
after
Wait,
that
they
with
had
the
a-
money.
The second a man displays that type of behavior, every woman here, and you can deny it all you want, is going to write him off immediately.
Okay, so Priya, you said you've been dating your guy for 2 months?
Yeah.
How would you feel if in the process of talking to him, he had told you that at one point in time he had paid an OnlyFans model $10,000 to give her a hug?
that would cause some serious problems.
I agree. I think even for me, that would, like, I do OnlyFans, and I think it would.
Denial
One
is
sec.
strong
upset me.
enough. Can you name a porn worker that has had a lifelong marriage? Was there not a guy on recently who said the same thing about his prom girl and that relationship went out down in flames? I have never wished to be a divorce attorney more.
I would love to know the statistics on long-term marital outcomes for people in the sex work industry. It cannot be good.
Can you bring it back to the question about the